Hello and welcome to Simply Linux. It is 16:32 on a Sunday evening here, or Sunday afternoon. I hope everybody is well. Today's video is something that was suggested in the PCLinuxOS forums. It was interesting to see what the differences are in the RAM usage on the different window managers or desktop environments used on PCLinuxOS. So I thought I'd do a little video. For this video we are going to be using VirtualBox, and each of the distros I will be using will be actually from the ISOs, so we'll boot in the ISO one by one in the same virtual machine, which is going to be Openbox Mini for today. It doesn't really matter which one as long as it's in the Windows 7 one. And for this setup I've given the virtual machine a gig of RAM, 2 processors and 16 megabytes of video memory, which will be taken off the gig of RAM. So I've only made it a small footprint. And as you can see, I have already installed the Plasma 5, KDE 5 rather, 2019-08 ISO, which is the latest release of the KDE version at time of videoing this. So without further ado, we'll fire that up, and what we'll do is we are going to install, if it isn't already installed, NeoFetch, and we'll just take the RAM listings after that. KDE is a full desktop with many background processes, but we'll see what it does. So anyway, for this all of it I will be using a UK keyboard because I'm a Brit, so I will be choosing UK keyboard for each of them. Not that it makes any difference in which way I'm doing anyway. It's as if they've reversed the keys or anything between the two nations' keyboards. So we'll do this, and yes, I'm enjoying a nice cigarette while I'm doing this. So anyway, I'm waiting for the display to come alive. Maybe I should use a bit extra display, but we'll see. Now we have a bit of a spinning disc there. Maybe I should have gave it a bit more RAM. We will be testing different desktop environments window manager, as I said. So we have we will be testing today KDE 5, which is what's tried to boot now. We will try Mate, Openbox, Trinity, LXDE, XFCE. So that'll be 6, I believe. I may be wrong, but 6. And there we go. Finally getting to the desktop there. Now, the difference in boot times is that some of the ISOs I do have are on an SSD. They'll naturally boot faster than the ones that are running from spinning Rust. Okay, so we'll go to more applications on console. Hello console. See, we've got NeoFetch installed. We don't, so we will SU to root and update, update, let's install NeoFetch. Just wait a couple of seconds for this to do this work. My internet speeds are absolutely atrocious, by the way. It is a fact. And there we go. Yes. So it's bringing down the NeoFetch and its dependencies. And there we go. So we'll clear the screen and we'll type, and we'll exit out of at the root there, so there's only one. Right, NeoFetch, and it is running at 603 megabytes. So using console, it uses 603. Just as a interest, I do believe we have XTerm installed as well. We do. If we type NeoFetch there, 595. Okay, console does take a bit more. So depending on the terminal emulation used, if you're using Plasma's console, it's 603. But if you're using XTerm, it uses 595. So to be fair on the rest, if they are installed, I'll be using XTerm, not just because it brings the lowest numbers, but it's a level playing field. So we're using 495 megabytes of RAM. And for this we will just close the power off the machine because it's running off a live CD anyway. So you know that Plasma is using 595 now. Let's find a pen, which I have, and scribbler paper. I will note this down. Let me power this off as well. So Plasma, using the XTerm, 595 megabytes from rest. Okay, that's written down. It's just for my outing. Next we're going to be using Mate or Mate, and we're getting into the arguments of pronunciations. So we'll find the Mate. Oh, it's down the bottom there. We'll load that up and we'll start that off. So this will be the Mate desktop. Again, it's actually loading from Spinning Rust, so please do bear with it while it boots. The reason why some are on SSD is because I have limited space, and I normally move all the ISOs to Spinning Rust afterwards anyway, but I haven't done so far. So just waiting for Mate. Again, UK keyboard, keep things nice level playing field. And again, I'll be looking for XTerm for the measurement. $495 isn't too bad actually. I know Plasma can run in less, but it had a few things perhaps open in the background, preloaded on the system tray, etc. So we're just waiting for the everything to load up here. It does run a lot faster once it's installed, that is for definite. I've ran it all. And ignore the title saying Openbox Mini, it's just the VM that was set up for this. Okay, it's taking a bit of time to get there. Oh, I see the pointer changed and so on. And we have the intro sound there. So we'll go to more applications, and XTerm is indeed running. So we'll just use that. And we'll SU to root again and add update. Oops. Excuse me a minute. Ooh, what am I doing here? Add get install NeoFetch. Okay. We'll just wait for this to update its package list. Okay, yes I do. Okay, download whatever you need to download, sir. There we go. Okay, well, let's get out of root again, and we'll clear the desktop, and we'll run NeoFetch. Okay, 546. So we're 546 megabytes on Mate. So we have 595 and 546. Very cool. Very cool indeed. We'll power off the machine. And let's load up our next one, shall we? Storage. We'll get rid of Mate ISO 4. What we have in line here is LXDE. So LXDE is already there, so that's only hunting. Okay, and we'll start LXDE off. LXDE uses the Openbox as a window manager, and it is an older version of LXDE, I believe. Just while it's booting, let me have a look here at the ISO. July 2019, so it isn't that old, it's a couple of months old. So there would have been a few updates since then. So it's interesting that Mate uses not quite 50 megabytes short of 49 megabytes. Yeah, 40 megabytes lighter than Plasma's. So slightly lighter. And remember, I'm running all this within 1 gigabyte that I allocated. Numbers may vary if I was to increase that or indeed decrease it, of course. And so we're just waiting for the LXD here to show itself. And it's picked up network and so on, and you should have a keyboard selection in a minute. Maybe I should have placed all the ISOs, cleared some space and placed all the ISOs on SSD, but here we go. UK keyboard as before in the previous two. We'll just wait for LXD to boot, and we have a system monitor already running, but in fairness I will close that because it's not really part of the thingy, is it? Desktop. So more applications, terminals, and we do have XTerm, which is very cool. Let's bring that over a bit. There's no guest editions installed in any of these, so we'll bring that 800 by 600, and again we'll install NeoFetch. On my ISOs, the Openbox ones and the Trinity ones that we'll get to later do already have NeoFetch installed. It should just show up when I open up a terminal, but we'll see. I'll install a NeoFetch. Yeah, definitely is an older version. So I'll just wait for this to update. And I'll just install its NeoFetch and all that. Okay, so we'll exit out of that, shouldn't we? Yep. Clear the desktop and we'll run the LFetch. Okay, 389 for LXDE. So for LXDE in XTerm 389 megabytes. Significant reduction in RAM usage there. Okay, we'll kick that off. And we'll choose our next, which will be Openbox. Or will it? We'll see. Storage. XDE. What have we got here? Oh, XFCE. Forgot about him. Let's do the XFCE next. After one goodbye, it is the mini version, but it does contain all of the XFCE. There's not many applications with it. So we'll do live CD. We will. I had a text come through there, I've just replied to it, which is why I start pausing and stuttering on my voice. Trying to multitask. Men can't multitask. So anyway, we've got the XFCE going in now. Installing. Or rather, I should say booting rather than installing. UK keyboard. I'll just wait for the D to show itself. Again, it's running off spinning rust, so it is a bit slower than it will be running off an SSD, as you can appreciate. Anyway, it isn't really the boot times we're interested in here, it is the usage of RAM. So this will be XFCE. XFCE. And it is the latest version of XFCE, the 4.10, something like that. Anyway, let's run XTerm again. Just may put my Sharpie back together. The lid on my pen. Okay, just waiting for the UI to show its face. Anyway, I hope everybody's had a nice Sunday so far. For those of you across the pond, it's still the morning. For us over here, it is mid-evening. Well, mid-evening, I don't know. Mid-afternoon, late afternoon, whatever people want to call it. And let's take a bit of time to wakey. Come on, wakey. There we go. Again, we'll look for XTerm in the terminal stuff here. Configurations, terminals, and XTerm is indeed installed. Okay, it's telling me access controls disabled. So there must be a host plus somewhere. So anyway, or XU again, and add, install. Oh no, update. And install Neo fetch. Of course, the less the UI takes in RAM, is more room for your applications to load into. And if you're on low on RAM, initially, I mean those with 1 or 2 gigabytes of RAM will of course benefit from a lighter user interface. Those with Threadrippers can play with Plasma all day long, of course. Even those with 2 or maybe even 3 gigabytes of RAM can play with that as well. So anyway, now fetch is installed, so we'll exit out of root and we'll clear the screen and we'll run it. Oops, no fetch. I like the way it flashed there. 516 megabytes, so that's 516. we have 516 megabytes for XFCE. Not too shabby at all, sir. Or power off the machine. Okay, so far we have Plasma, Mate, LXDE, and next, let's see if she's in the list, we'll use Openbox. Okay, see what the Openbox gives us. This is made about 4 days ago, so it has a later kernel of 5.2.12, I think, or 4.11, can't remember, I think it's 12. Anyway, NeoFetch is installed on this, on the Mini, so I won't need to install it, it will just run straight in. And after that we'll try Trinity. So just wait for the thing. It's already set to UK keyboard because yeah, I'm on Whoop it, and when I made the ISO I didn't change it to US, but that's fine. Okay, we'll open up a terminal, which is secure by the way, and it's using 246 megabytes. To play fair though, because I did say I would play fair. Let's see if I do. I do have XTerm installed, so 264, so it's same. So we got Openbox on XTerm at 264 megabytes. So far, so good, and so far that is the lightest. Will Trinity beat it, or will it be faster than even Plasma? Let's have a go. So we'll shut down that, and for the final one, in today's video, it will be indeed my Trinity, my beloved Trinity. I do enjoy making that ISO, I must admit. It is not showing up there, so I'm going to have to find it, which is here. Okay, let's start that. Again, we'll use XTerm, as XTerm is available. I just have to find it amongst the menu because the menu is different to standard PCLinuxOS. So we'll just boot. Now, I'm sorry about waiting for the booting, but it is how it is. And this is a new ISO, it's not been released yet. UK. It hasn't been released yet, so this is literally factory fresh as of yesterday as it happens. Okay. Now we'll have a look for XTerm. XTerm is down the bottom there. And I don't know if NeoFetch is actually installed. Oh, it is. So we can do that. 294. So Trinity with XTerm 294. Not too shabby at all. So there you go. I don't know what you want to make of that, but I'll run down the list again for you. I'll just leave that running on the desktop while I do this. We have the Plasma, we loaded up XTerm, we installed NeoFetch, and it showed 595 megabytes. We then used Mate, again used XTerm, installed NeoFetch, it showed 546. We loaded up XDE, and using XTerm it used 389 megabytes. XFCE went up a bit from the 389 to 516, so sitting between Mate and LXDE there. And then we've got the lightweights. We have Openbox running at 264 megabytes, and then Trinity at 294. So it's 30 megabytes to between Trinity and a bit Openbox. And then we have LXDE running at 389, XFCE at 416, Mate at 546, and the big bugger at the top is Plasma at 595. Anyway, that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down. It all helps me to make better videos. I'm on Patreon and all that under present times. And enjoy. I hope you have had a wonderful Sunday, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Goodbye, and have a wonderful day. Bye bye now.